What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug. Welcome back to WWE 2K20, my career. It's time to legitimately defend my WWE title against the Samoan Submission Machine. So do your boy a favor and muscle buster that like button for luck, cause I'm gonna need it. I do have Brooklyn Von Braun at ringside, which, again, is weird. I don't trust her. This is wrestling. I shouldn't trust her. But we're here to defend that WWE title. Who, me? Nervous? Here comes Joe with his cyber arm. Welcome to a fine Monday. It's a new week. Yes, it is here on the program. And it is Big Show week. Not the Big Show. It's Big Show week here. We have TakeOver War Games, and we have Survivor Series this weekend. Now, interestingly enough, we do not yet know what the team will be for NXT on either side for Survivor Series. Like, we know Team Raw, and we know Team SmackDown for the men and the women, but we don't have Team NXT on either side. And again, to be fair, War Games is Saturday. So perhaps they'll announce those teams on Wednesday. Perhaps they won't. Perhaps they don't want to commit to a team that might get injured in War Games because it's War Games. And that being the case, it does make it a bit tricky to do predictions that I'm going to do here on Friday if they don't announce the team for the show until, like, Sunday. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping on Wednesday we'll have William Regal announcing who the teams are for NXT in that thing, right? I'm hoping they're going to do that, but they might not. Like, they didn't announce half of the Hell in a Cell card until the day of Hell in a Cell. Legit half the card. So at this point, it's hard to really predict what's going to happen for predictions as I like to do them on a Thursday or a Friday. But, you know, we'll see. But that should be up on Friday afternoon. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'm going to film it on Thursday, something like that. That's the plan, but we'll see how it goes. I could push it back. You don't know, because I don't know. And honestly, I do have to wonder, though. I do have to wonder, do the networks, do Fox and USA care about which brand is supreme after this show? Do they care which brand gets more wins? And will they actually count wins? All the wins this time. Because we had that thing, I think it was last year, where, hey man, Raw got a clean sweep, except they didn't, because Raw lost on the pre-show. And the pre-show didn't count. It was a real dumb thing. It was a real dumb thing last year. That was last year, right? So, yeah. I don't know on that. But, again, I would like to know who the teams are before trying to make my picks for who's going to win at that show. And that might not happen. We'll see. Anyhow, we do have one bit of news, sent on from Joe. One bit of news business, as I'm already in the yellow here, and Joe's done like 3 moves to me. So you know, we know what time it is here. We know what time it is here. Joe is gonna kill me. Good God. So the one news bit here is that the Aaliyah, the nose thing from NXT, the broken nose, was indeed a work, and she's having nose surgery anyway, so, hey, we're gonna write her off TV with an injury angle, and the timing was funny because of the whole thing with Mia Yim having her nose get broke legit on that show. So, yeah, people called that because if you slowed it down and look at the towel, they were, like, squeezing the blood capsule in the towel before they put it on her face, and it looked like fake blood, essentially. Right, so, again, that's fine, but I feel like Aaliyah's not on NXT often enough to really care that she's injured and be like, alright, where is she? Like, you could have had her have the nose surgery without having to have her get written off, so unless your gimmick here is that, Xia Li is gonna be like, you know, the dangerous striker, like, I'm not sure what the thing is there. But hey, I don't know, man. It is what it is, and Joe needs to be in the red. He needs the red. You're a Nagi on Samoa Joe. How you like me now, Joe? I got Brooklyn ringside. What are the chances she screws me here? She's ringside. What are the chances? Spiral tap. That she screws me. I'm beginning to think pretty high. She trained me specifically for this moment so that she could screw me. But Slug Sploder on Joe. So deal with that, Mr. Submission Machine. Ain't no clutch for me. Alright, red health. Perform a submission while Joe is grounded. I don't know how to do that. Do I have a submission in my arsenal? I don't know that I do. So, this is going to be interesting. I didn't think to, alright, change my moveset. I don't have a grounded submission in a sig or a finisher, so that's going to be... Sorry, Joe. Punch you good. Punch you good. Super kick him. Come on. Super kick party. Where's the super kick? The hell, bro? Oh, he had enough of that. He had absolutely enough of that. Stunner on Joe. So, do I... Oh, boy. Okay, so I'm not sure if I have a submission maneuver that I can apply to Joe when he's grounded on the ring. So that's going to be a problem. Usually in a submission match, it tells you, you know, hey, hit circle here to apply submission. But I'm not seeing that. So I'm not sure how. Well, we'll try. Draped him. We'll try. Here. Does that not count? Does that not count? It doesn't count. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I can wrench the neck. That's not... Hold R2 and hold X for submission. Okay. I figured it out. Again, the controls this year are different. So, I hadn't done a submission yet. I hadn't needed to. I hate the system in this game for submissions. There it is.
Joe locks in the coquina clutch.
Hook the legs, Slug. Hook the legs. Sweep the leg. Danielson.
What's the matter? Not like you planned?
She tricked me.
It looked like Trey attempted
She tricked me.
to the coquina clutch that Brooklyn must have taught him, but for whatever reason, it just didn't work.
It's over.
She tricked me.
It may not be the Universal Championship that Trey defeated him for 7 years ago, but Samoa Joe gets the vindication he was looking for, as he is the new WWE Champion.
I never trusted you. And kicking the jump. No. Yeah, it's about right. It's about right. I never trusted you. Uranagi.
This is awful.
Was this some kind of setup all along?
Yeah, it was.
It had to be. Hindsight's 2020, but Brooklyn Von Braun's change of heart was way too good to be true.
Yeah, no, that's about right.
You said Brooklyn was going to be the difference maker tonight, and you were right for once. If she and Samoa Joe have formed an alliance, and it would appear that they have, Red and Trey's lives are going to be changed forever.
Forever, ever? Yeah, that's about right. Again, it all came together in my head. I'm like, oh, right. They're going to screw me on that. That's why she's ringside. Of course they will. Of course they will. Anyway, we finished another chapter. Living Legend, level 25. Unlocking Brooklyn and her street clothes and such. But now, is Brooklyn the Divas champion? Is that like her thing? Because it's spoken for according to Cole? Is that how that's going to play out? Because you don't have Kelly in here. Like, you don't have a lot of the Divas from that era. Eve Torres, etc., etc. So, like, I'm not sure, like, where's Tori, you know?
I really don't need to hear "I told you so" right now.
All you're gonna hear from me is I hope you're okay.
I'll be alright. I just feel so stupid.
You're not stupid. You're trusting and a good person. That's what separates you from people like her.
Like, I appreciate it, but I still can't believe I let my guard down like that. You were right about everything.
We'll make her pay for this. I promise.
Somehow, some way, by the end of the story, we will.
Welcome to SmackDown Live, where hopefully we're about to get some sort of clarification from Brooklyn Von Braun on last week's shocking turn of events.
I am a big fan of movies. Mostly the ones I've starred in, but there are some other ones that are okay too. But in any film, my favorite part is always near the end when the villain explains their big evil plan, going over every single detail of how they pulled the wool over the stupid idiot hero's eyes. But in movies, this usually allows the hero time to escape or stop the bad guy in some way. But I'm not gonna be stopped. See, I already destroyed your idiot hero last week with the help of Samoa Joe. So now, I have all the time in the world to walk you through every single detail of my brilliant scheme. Like I said, this is my favorite part. So here we go. When I was GM, I brought Samoa Joe back fully knowing what his plans were for attacking Trey in the best-of-5 final and costing Red her title. In fact, I helped make those plans myself. Then, I gave Trey a title match against Adam Cole just so Joe could eventually take it from Trey. Sorry, Adam. After that, I inserted myself into the mixed match challenge as Trey's partner to earn his trust, giving me the opportunity to teach him the secret coquina clutch escape. Only when Joe got it on Trey, and he thought he had it all under control, those ankles weren't crossed, were they? Because it wasn't a secret anymore. I told Joe exactly what to expect, and Trey never had a chance. Now, unfortunately, to make Trey and Red think I had changed for the better, I did have to donate a bunch of money to an animal shelter. But don't worry, I purchased the shelter, kicked out all the disgusting animals, and I'm turning it into the newest location for my tanning salon chain, Brooklyn Von Brown.
Terrible name for a...
Which, if you ask me, does a lot more to serve the community. So right about now, your tiny brains are probably asking, but why, Brooklyn? Why would you do all of this? I did this to maintain the hierarchy. To show Red and Trey that despite what they think they've achieved in WWE, I'm the star and they're the losers. Just like it's always been. And that will never change. Anyway, I've spent way too much time talking about those rejects, so let's discuss what's next for the American hero. New trademark lawsuit pending.
Not cool.
Well, I have some big news to share. I'm a champion.
Davis champ.
You see, I recently talked to WWE management about bringing back a title from the past, and they agreed I was the perfect superstar to award it to. So I'd like to present to you your new WWE Divas champion, me.
Just like Triple H and the big gold belt.
Explains why I was told to inform Red that the Divas Championship was already spoken for.
Just like Triple H and the big gold belt. He doesn't hand it to him.
You know, maybe in the future, Trey, you should be a little more careful about who sees your phone. You never know what they could find on there. Like maybe even a copy of a list outlining all their friends' dreams and ambitions.
Not the list. How dare you?
Clearly, Red has heard and seen enough.
Well, she should be mad at her friend Trey for letting all this happen.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go right now, you and me.
I'm a prize fighter, and considering I've got the prize, I decide when I fight. So run along. Maybe there's something else you can cross off your list, like find someone who will take me out on a date, or fix my jacked up teeth. Those are real things on her list. I saw it.
Yeah, I believe you, sure.
I'm coming for you and that title.
Don't turn your back. Never turn your back. It's wrestling. What are you doing?
This is getting out of hand.
Not my eye. Not again.
You wanted this? Well, now you got it.
Thankfully, Trey is here to put an end
Nope.
to this.
Nope. Got pounced.
It's obvious Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are
That was pretty
always
good.
2 steps ahead of Red and Trey.
Into the steps. Yep. And we have no other friends. Where's the New Day?
And now Brooklyn is going to force Red to watch her best friend get destroyed by Samoa Joe yet again.
We were friends, the New Day. Come save us. Come on now. Why the hell? Why the hell? Not onto those unforgiving.
He suffered enough. Come on.
Solid
don't do
steel
it.
steps. Uranagi on the steps.
No!
Concussion City.
Trey might be seriously injured. This is bad.
Shut up, Byron.
Well, Trey's condition's unclear. One thing is, the duo of Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe will annihilate anyone who attempts to get in their way.
Well, all right, Dan. They certainly did that.
So what's the verdict?
Nothing too serious. I'll just be out a couple weeks.
You're lucky. That could have ended your career.
It would take a much worse attack than that to end my career. Or being offered the hosting gig on America's Next Top Hand Model, which is the best show on TV, hands down. See? I'm a natural. So, are you mad that Brooklyn saw the list on my phone?
I was, but I think I'm over it, considering you almost got snapped in half trying to help me. Besides, I just found out next week I have a #1 contenders match for the Divas Championship. So I'm still gonna cross it off the list.
Good. At least one of us will be in the title picture.
What do you mean? Aren't you gonna use your rematch clause when you heal up?
Those
I
exist
would
still?
if I had one. Turns out one of the other loose ends Brooklyn took care of before she stepped down as GM was removing the rematch clause from my contract.
Who's the current
So
GM?
if I want another shot at Samoa Joe, I'm gonna have to earn it just like anyone else.
I know you can do it. But first, you need to focus on getting better.
I guess it's just like on America's Next Top Hand Model when Andrea jammed her finger playing volleyball and lost the Christmas engagement ring campaign. It took a lot of hard work and moisturizing, but in a couple months her hand was back in top form and she booked the Valentine's Day spot, which was way bigger than the Christmas gig.
I must have missed that episode.
I can get you a copy. I have every one of them saved.
I think I got the gist of it.
Your loss.
If Brooklyn stepped down as GM, then who is the current SmackDown Live GM? Is there still a GM, or is just chaos reigning on SmackDown Live? And so, there is a #1 contenders match, I believe, we have for the Divas title. And tomorrow, it will be Leona versus Sasha Banks. It's boss time! And wait, hold on, we're not done. It's not just a one-on-one match, also Dakota Kai. Is it a fatal 4-way? Yes, it is. Oh god, this is like gonna be 8. Who's next coming out here? Nia Jax. Have not heard that name in quite some time. Okay, is it just a 4-way here? Maybe? 4-4-4, alright. 4-4-4 life is going to be 2-2-2 tomorrow. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos on this channel. Tune in for those. I'll see you next time. And I'm out. Get it all out. Are you done? Take a breath. Thanks, Brooklyn. Kofi says, saw what happened with Brooklyn and Joe. Shame. Shame! Keep your head up. Buzz knows what it likes to be betrayed. It sucks. Rhonda says, you were right, she's garbage. So yeah, thanks, Rhonda. Appreciate it.
Welcome to a special live edition of Women Who Fight, covering all the fallout from SmackDown 1500. There is certainly a lot to cover.
Well, let's start with the fact that there's a new WWE champion thanks to the actions of Brooklyn Von Braun.
We can only speculate at this point, but it looked like Brooklyn and Samoa Joe might have been planning this for quite a while.
Well, I want to hear an explanation from Brooklyn, and knowing her, I'm sure we will. But it doesn't take a genius to connect the dots. This was a setup. And I think it started with Brooklyn teaming with Trey in the mixed match challenge in order to earn his trust.
Yeah, looking back on it all now, her sudden change of heart was just way too good to be true.
Look, this might be controversial, but you have to applaud Brooklyn in some way.
What? Why?
Because she came into Red and Trey's domain and in just a short time managed to pull all the necessary strings to not only embarrass them, but also position herself as the most powerful woman in WWE. Like it or not, that's impressive.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how I'd describe it. Deceitful? Maybe vile, perhaps, but impressive? No.
Look, you're obviously biased towards Red and Trey since they're longtime WWE superstars. And when an outsider from MMA comes in and dominates them at their own game, it doesn't sit well. I get it.
That's not what this is about. It's about right and wrong.
No.
And Brooklyn is clearly wrong here.
No, I don't think it's that simple.
Oh, whatever. I mean, lost in the shuffle of all of this is that Red announced she wanted to bring back the Divas Championship, but was informed that it was already spoken for.
Well,
and we'll speculate on what that could possibly mean when we come back.
Well, maybe we can have a bias-free discussion on that. Maybe.
Probably not.